Hello everyone, my name is Okweoluwa and I'll be supporting the motion which says that the anointing of old is no longer seen in the 21st century. Anointing is the infilling of the presence of God in the life of an individual. It is so painful that the people that are dead cannot be forgotten, while the people that are alive are not even noticed. Every Sunday in our sermons, we make note of men like Moses, Elijah, Charles G. Finney, D.L. Moody, Catherine Kuhlman. Every single Sunday we mention people that have died. When are we going to start mentioning people like you and me in the 21st century? It is on this notion that I support that the anointing of old is no longer seen in the 21st century. First one is power. I'm not talking about power as in the ability to do work. And I'm not talking about power as in principalities and power. I'm talking about the raw manifestation of the power of God that defiles the odds and the sensitivity of mankind. I'm talking about power as in Elijah calling down fire from heaven. I'm talking about power as the Red Sea being split open before Pharaoh and his men. I am talking about power like Bensini Daosa going from house to house looking for who is dead. I am talking about power like Peter standing before 3,000 people and winning all of them for Christ. 21st century believer, where is your convert? 21st century believer, you say you are a fine boy and you are a fine girl that loves Jesus. Are you sure you will still say you love him in the place of persecution? People are being burnt to death every single day, yet you come and flaunt your presentation on social media, calling yourself apostle, calling yourself evangelist. Who is your mentor? You choose not to revere our fathers. You dishonor them on social media. You speak down on them every single time. The men of old dare not try it. They revere their fathers. Men like David who say, I will not touch the hair on God's anointed, called Saul. 21st century believer, why do you lack respect for the fathers? 21st century believer, what happened to your consecration? Consecration is being set apart, wholly given unto God. Yet every single time you are looking for your role model on Instagram, you are looking for your role model on Twitter. Is that what it is really about? We have men like Ayo Babalola. We have men that when they wanted to wait on God, they will go into the woods. They will go into the mountain, removing every form of distraction. Yet you are doing your secret place on social media. Who taught you that pathway? Who spoke to you that that is the pathway to receive power? Who is teaching you, 21st century believer? Where is your hunger and your thirst? Our fathers of old were so hungry. There is nothing they would not do for the power of God. There is nothing they would not give. Many of them have lost their families. They've lost their wives. They've lost their children. Yet they refuse to turn back. 21st century believer, where are you? Where is the power in your church? 21st century believer, you glory in the fact that people fall under the anointing. Yet people are not being transformed in your services. 21st century believer, when was the last time somebody came out for altar call crying and surrendering things to God and saying, I'm not going back to the world again? 21st century believer, you clamor in your praise and worship. Meanwhile, God is not riding on the wings of your praise. 21st century believer, why do you decide to dwell in the realm of iniquity and sin? Who told you that is the pathway of the Lord? The way of the Lord is the way of purity. The way of the Lord is the way of holiness. The way of the Lord is the way of righteousness. You dare not defile the name of the Lord, yet you splatter his name all over social media, speaking ill of him. Because of you, Christianity is being deformed every day. 21st century believer, born for God one more time.